Big Z Reviews. Transformers Rise of the Beasts is the newest Transformers film, and again, it's one of the better Transformers films. I still think that Bumblebee is my favorite, but this is probably my second favorite. It's definitely moving past the Michael Bay aspect. Well, this one is a little bit closer to Michael Bay than Bumblebee, but still, it's a pretty good film.
Prime. This is about the fate of all living things. Unicron is coming.
It won't stop! So I'm getting to the film pretty late, just because I haven't really wanted to make reviews lately. It's because my brother passed away in July 5th, and this was actually the last movie he saw. Like, he was really proud because, like, he'd been going through chemotherapy for pancreatic cancer, and I think he passed away from, it was badly before, then it'd been going better again recently with his treatments. But then we think that when it was going bad before, like, it set up a pulmonary embolism, and he collapsed while getting ready to go for another round of chemotherapy. But, like, a little bit before that, this was the last movie he saw. We saw this in theaters together, and he was really proud because, like, he has seen every Transformers movie in theaters. Even the original animated one. And he was a Transformers kid. Even the films weren't great, the Michael Bay films, he still saw them all and enjoyed them all. And he really enjoyed this one. I think he especially liked that, this is directed by Steven Caple Jr., and it's mainly starring Anthony Ramos. But, this is definitely inspired by the original animated film. Like, the Unicron is the main baddie that's coming in at the end, and that, like, there's some stuff with Anthony Ramos. He gets, like, a Transformers mech suit, which is definitely inspired by the animated film. And, like, there's just a lot of great stuff here, and I'm glad that this was the last movie he saw in theaters, because he really enjoyed it, and he got to see all the Transformers movies. And, this is, the whole Rise of the Beast aspect is probably, that was more of the cartoon that I grew up with a little bit more. Like, the crazy, like, the kind of shitty CGI animation. But I watched them all as a kid, and I enjoyed them. But, like, the Beast aspect isn't that big. It's more, Pete Davidson as the robot Mirage. He is kind of, like, taking Bumblebee's place. Bumblebee, I think, was set, like, in the 80s, and had a lot of music from that. And this one is set in the 90s, and has a lot of music from that. And, like... And, I don't love Pete Davidson, but I think he did well here with Mirage. And it's kind of cool with Anthony Ramos, like, bonds with Mirage. And there's a lot of cool stuff. And then, of course, you bring Optimus Prime in, and you bring all the bad guys, and there's the big CGI fights. But, I mean, a lot of the emotion was there for this. And that's the thing, if you're going to do, you have to have the human characters to make these Transformers movies, I guess. But if you're going to do them, they did well with them. I liked the character they did. It was like Anthony Ramos and Dominique Fishback. And that, of course, there is, towards the end, like, it definitely reminds me a little bit more of a superhero film with the mech suit and with the big CGI battle at the end. There is a sky beam. Like, if I never see a sky beam, I'll be happy. That's the one superhero trope that I just don't ever see again. But they're fighting over a world-ending sky beam towards the end. But it is what it is. But it's a fun Transformers film. It's one of the better ones. I really enjoyed it. I would recommend it if you like action films, you like Transformers films. It's definitely not quite as Michael Bay-ified, but there's a little bit of it. But a little bit more emotion, like it's made by a human, not Michael Bay. But, I would recommend it. Transformers Rise of the Beast is pretty good. So thanks for watching. If you want to see more of me, you can subscribe down below. Thanks.